hurt and a bad time. I'm feeling so alive. I'm feeling so alive. Hey, yeah. I'm ready to fly down 65. Hit the coastline in the sunshine. I'm ready to fly down 65, hit the coastline in the sunshine. I'm going to find my new high, hit the coastline in the sunshine. I'm ready to fly down 65, hit the coastline in the sunshine. I'm going to find my new high, hit the coastline in the sunshine. Freedom.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Learning 5e D&D, Episode 9. I'm excited to be here with all you fantastic people on the internets dealing with the pandemic in your own way. Hope you all are staying safe out there. We've had an exciting week, and we're going to get into it in just a few minutes. Yeah, I'm excited to hopefully finish out this one. This one's a bit of a heavier module. But before that, announcements. I believe we are all playing next week, all things considered. If not, we'll let you know. You have my link to my Instagram. It's right down there if you looking up for more updates, excuse me. I got a few announcements and things. This module, as I've said before, is brought to you. I found it on the Dungeon Masters Guild. I kind of want to start to really, focus in on where I'm pulling all of this stuff from, so they can get some attention. But the Cave of Lights, I believe, is what it's called. Yes, is from Dungeon Masters Guild, dmsguild.com. If you're looking to learn 5e D&D and run a game, much like what Draco Blades is going to be, which we'll introduce him in a minute, this is a great place to get started. The other thing I found, which is really interesting, that may show up in the game, is a project I found through Instagram, actually, and that is Mythological Figures and Maleficent Monsters. And essentially what they've done is they've taken a lot of mythological creatures, put it into 5e terms for D&D, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm really heavily consider backing this project just because I want to see some of these people on here. They got Dracula, they get a huge list: Cleopatra, Sun Wukong, the Monkey King, Thor, and such and so forth. And so I'm excited to put this on here. They even have Sherlock Holmes, Dr. John Watson. That'll be kind of cool. So I'm thinking about buying that. Just to kind of wanted to throw that out there. If anyone was interested in purchasing this as well, drop me a line. Tell me what you thought of it and if this helped. But my last point out is, if you're not aware, one of the biggest places I have learned about 5e D&D is from Critical Role, but they need no real introduction. I just want to point out that they are back to streaming, so I got to watch the 100th episode this past Thursday, and it was a lot of fun. Had to re-up my sub on that one as well. So, yeah, that's kind of all I really have for announcements. We got Fantasy Grounds loaded in. Let's bring in the boys once again. We have Derek from Draco Blades Gaming with us.
What's up?
I don't know. You sound pretty robotic there. And then we got
Mecha Draco.
Yeah, we got McCheeto, Chris McGoldrick, who's actually eating a hot bag of Cheetos.
What's up?
Back again for this episode of Learning 5e D&D. And yeah. How you guys doing? We moved Draco today, and well, his stuff, not him. He can move himself. But yes, and so some of us are still tired. Draco literally just put his bed together. I hope he showers before he crawls into the bed. He was telling me before the stream he's really tired.
Yeah.
So he's currently distracted.
Draco will shower before he goes to bed, guaranteed.
Guaranteed. Unless they run out of water out there in the, boondocks.
But wait, there's more.
Oh, I hope not. I don't really think I can use more today. If I had an intro, I would play it right now, but I don't. So.
Get a cool intro like Critical Role, man. We'll get there.
Yeah, I'll get some of my Asian brethren to just quickly, draw up some stuff. It'd be kind of cool. But let us get into this episode of Learning 5e D&D. The party has just taken on a whole slew of shadows. The quick and nimble Wheeze was able to finagle his way from death out of the onslaught that was the invisible labyrinth.
Mwahaha.
He ran into the darkness, using his quick mind, was able to navigate its treacherous depths by keeping his eyes locked on the light. He moved through there with such skill and cunning, only to find himself facing a large line of shadows, bent on his destruction. Thinking quickly, he reached into his bag of tricks and turned invisible. And with the nimbleness of a cat, slipped into the water and swam underneath them retreating to the shadows, none the wiser. Meeting up with his friends, they reached the second island in the Cave of Lights. The silence is rather eerie as they went down the stairs, makeshift stairs, to the beginning of the next island that seems uninhabited and quiet. There they took a moment to find some rest. And there they had been for this last week, resting and gathering their wits, trying to recover whatever resources they've expended to go to reach the lighthouse at the end of the cavern.
I would also like to point out that Wheeze startled Brutus and got attacked by his teammate.
Have a nice
Or-
gosh in my face.
This is also true. The banterings of the men, the
What, you
fighters.
think you can hit me?
So, as you guys are resting, getting a breather, you turn to notice something rather eerie. Behind you are a large cacophony of shadows, but they don't move. They're about 25 feet away from you, and they're gathered like an audience gathered to watch a show. It seems some line has kept them from moving forward as they've watched you this past hour, only now realizing that they have made their presence known. They sit and they watch, they hover, they look, but not one of them comes closer. You gather your things and get ready to move forward. And there, for the past hour, sits Ardell. Ardell, seemingly lost his study, has in fact just been looking at this locket that's been around his neck the whole time. He tries to thumb the picture as he has a look of sadness on his face. He looks deep. No, give me a sec. He looks with deep intensity into it and a sense of longing. I'll find a way. We're so close. I will have you back. And he continues to sit there as the camp starts to move. Heroes, what would you like to do?
So we're sitting on another island with another bridge, correct?
Correct.
And are the shadows on the opposite side of the bridge?
They are where you just came from.
Oh,
So is there anything else on this island?
So far, there's a waterfall with a huge drop. But otherwise, it's not a very big island compared to the last one that you were on. But there's aside from the waterfall, there's another bridge that leads on to the third island. For right now, for all that you can see, it's just rather clear. But then again, while the bridge where you first came from had a small platform, that platform took you down a slight decline of stairs, and there's another kind of foyer before you get to this next bridge. There's also a I'm hesitant to call it a bridge, but it's kind of like a small mini bridge to get to this next island. So
you're saying there's multiple bridges, or that it's a smaller bridge than before?
it's just a smaller formation of rocks. It can be used as a bridge. It doesn't look like a formal bridge. It looks like what had happened is some water has eroded some of the island. So as the stairs decline down, what you have is like kind of a small island, something about 20 feet wide. But then it looks like the path that was once there has kind of since eroded away. And then there's big, large stepping stones. And then this next huge, well, not really huge, island. And then and then there's another bridge like you just passed. It looks kind of rickety, but it's still stone with guard railings and such and so forth.
well, Weez, are you ready to go?
As always, my friend. Just next time when I pop out of nowhere, please don't immediately attack me.
Then I would pop out 10 feet away.
Cooper looks
Good
at you.
shit.
Cooper looks at you and is like, you kind of deserved it. You just jumped him right from behind after being surprised by ghosts. It shrugs and walks over to the small footbridge.
Yeah, I'll say we'll go over to the bridge and see if we can't walk over.
Can I, So there's nothing around us except this island, and there's nothing of... it's just a flat plain?
At the moment, yes. Define flat plane. Because right now it's just
There's nothing unique standing out on it, like there was before, where we kind of walked in and then all of a sudden we had the darkness. There wasn't.
Not that you're aware of. No, you haven't really officially got onto this next island.
Ah, okay. Well, let us continue.
Yes, let's.
Okay. Ardell's still sitting there, by the way.
Ardell, are you coming?
What seems to be the matter?
Ardell jumps up and kind of wipes his face. Of course. The end is almost there, and he tucks in his locket with one hand. Yes, of course. Mustn't stay waiting, right? It's 2 more islands. We can do this. And he kind of has a crack in his voice as he returns to his chipper demeanor.
I give a look to Wheeze, like, what was that all about?
I just shrug.
Follow.
I do have a question, Ardell. You knew something about the last island. Do you know anything else before we get to this lighthouse?
Me? I never made it this far. I never made it to the last one either. Otherwise, I wouldn't have gotten my life sucked out of me by those bastards. No, I'm just as clueless as you.
Well, that's comforting.
Isn't it though? After you.
My pleasure. And I'm gonna walk across the bridge or stone walkway.
Okay.
My sword is out. I'm just waiting for anything to come at me.
As your foot hits the stone walkway, speckles of light start to emerge above you. It almost looks like a starry night. Only these stars shift and move.
Step back off the island real quick, or back off the stone walkway.
They're still there. Floating
Um,
here and there.
Are they light or are they actual eyes? Can we tell the difference?
Make a perception check.
Can I make an intelligence check to know if I have any idea if it is a creature?
21. Do you notice that each one of the lights seems to be its own particular entity, that it moves back and forth, and shifting here or there? Sometimes the lights chase one another, sometimes they just stand really still. And they start to kind of slowly descend down to where the island is. Some of them.
Can I tell if they're like, are they actually a living creature? Or is it just like some phenomena?
Make an intelligence check.
Okay. Make sure I'm in the right one here. Oh wait, hold on. Will I do that with disadvantage, right?
No, you took your rest. You don't have a disadvantage anymore.
Ah. Okay. Somehow I got 21 as well.
Well done. 2 natural 19s.
Savor it.
Right?
These are most definitely creatures of some kind, though of what nature, you're not quite aware.
Wheeze, I might do something crazy.
Oh no.
Ardell pops up from behind you guys and looks behind Brutus's leg. Oh no. Those are wisps. Willow wisps.
Oh, crap.
Listen, you have to be careful. Those little creatures. If you go unconscious like before on the other island, and he's pointing at Wheeze, they'll kill you instantly. We better be careful. He just kind of sits there and shakes a bit behind him.
How long is this stone walkway from our island to the next island?
Probably... The island itself is probably about 60 feet. Actually, let me see if I got my map ready. You guys move your tokens? Can you move your tokens?
Are we going to follow? Which one are we going to? Invisible Labyrinth or follow the lights board?
Follow the lights board. That's our basic board.
Wideness. Do I have a token?
I'm looking at one.
I see your token. What do you want us?
Hold on, I'm trying to. For some reason, this map is really zoomed in. I can't zoom out.
Scroll wheel back.
Yeah, it's not letting me zoom out. It's taking up most of my screen. It's all good. I don't need the chat bar, so.
Oh, bottom right corner should be some lines you can use to reshape it.
You can also hit Alt and
There it is.
scroll out.
So
expand it.
we're gonna.
So all right, we're good. Okay, where are we? So we're over here, correct?
Now hold on, I'll place you guys here in a second.
All right.
You're not that far back.
Oh, okay.
And then there's about 10 feet of space. Yeah. I wish I could undo that.
What's that?
They have like an eraser tool.
Oh.
Oh wow. So there was the previous island led into this little foyer. That's really interesting to do this in real time.
I'm glad we can do it in real time.
Yeah, have a lot more dogs now, don't you?
I was gonna say, as the dog is lighting up, I can shut the door if need. Yeah, I'll shut the door. Hold on.
Then island off to the side.
Is it okay while you're doing this I go get some water too?
Sure.
Oof.
I'll be real quick.
1, 2.
Hey, hey, hey.
And the bridge is going to be kind of here.
Let's see now. Okay.
Why? I guess I could have put it
So
back
we're here.
All right. You guys just got done resting here. Dynamic
Okay.
Chris, why did you mess with my token? Crying out
What?
loud.
Who's breaking tokens?
You are.
I
Somebody
didn't break
did.
anything. I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, now I gotta fix him.
Who? Oh, Cooper?
Yeah.
Were you trying to rotate him?
Yep.
I gotcha. I might have ran over his thing real quick and accidentally scrolled.
Okay. So this is just kind of like the stepstones. Yeah. All right. And so you were actually more like here, and Ardell is right behind you. And so, yeah.
Oh crap! So we're basically to the other island.
It's right in front of you. You put your foot out there and stepped on it. So
Okay. So let's see. It's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 45 feet across.
roughly, yeah. I might have gotten a little bit too excited with my dimensions.
Hey, Wheeze.
What you want?
How fast are you at running?
Out of character, I have 30 feet.
Dang, you got the exact.
Probably as fast as you.
Cooper, are you fast at all?
Cooper kind of narrows his eyes at you as if, like, do you really just ask me that? Kind of just like, nods and says nothing more.
He's a monk, by the way. Derek.
Care to go for a run?
Cooper pulls out of his blades and realizes it's never quite as simple as a run. Especially with you guys.
I got your back. I just want to see what they do.
Okay?
And I'm going to see.
Well, before you start to jumping in there, I can make 2 people invisible. Just so you know. Just say it.
Well, I don't know if invisibility will do anything here.
As you guys are talking and planning your way, a few of the wisps hover several feet above your head. Oh, silly. We won't hurt you. Yes, we won't hurt you at all.
This one has gone crazy.
They start pointing out the waterfall that's right behind them, roaring in the background. If you're looking to get through, it's right over there in the waterfall. Don't worry. It's safe.
So, add a character here. Ardell is saying, where's this waterfall? Is it over to the right down here? Or...
The waterfall is actually...
Isn't it the Wisps, not Ardell saying it?
It's the wisps, yeah.
Oh shit! I thought it was Ardell. Okay.
Yeah, just to clarify, I thought you said that, and I was like, huh?
Crap. Wisp. Not Wisp. Shit.
I don't think I will necessarily believe them.
I'm sure. Nope. I'm curious where the ball is.
Oh, Fantasy Grounds, if you could, work on your drawing. Maybe it's integration with the pad, I don't know. Yeah. It's to the top corner over there.
Top right corner.
Correct.
Okay.
Is there another bridge across from here?
Yes.
Is there anything else on this island, or is this the same description as before? It's just we didn't see the wisps until now.
Both islands, all the islands are just flat stone. There's nothing
Okay.
on there that, jumps out at you.
How many again are of these wisps are there, roughly? At least within close proximity, I think you said there's 2 above.
There's just a
Brutus.
few kind of floating around here or there above you. So 4 or 5. But not with any really close distance at all. They're kind of still fair up there. But you can hear their voice.
Okay.
Look at them. They're afraid. It's just a waterfall. There's water at the bottom. You sink in water. It's not like you're falling on stone. And all of a sudden you hear kind of a cascade of laughter throughout the cavern.
Well, Wheeze, I think I'm just gonna go for it.
Oh no, man! Don't be crazy. Don't run through this. Let's at least think about it.
Well, we can't go back. I definitely don't think we should go through the waterfall. What do you think?
Well, I mean, it's a straight shot. We just go across.
That too is an option. A lot of the when the whiz starts to talk to you about. But whether you go forward or back, you're most likely gonna die down here. Did that little one tell you that there's a potion of immortality? Again, a cascade of laughter hits the room. There's no source, and those shadows behind you, they're gonna feast on your corpses.
Well, there ain't much bones on this body to be feasted on, so. What are you thinking, Brutus?
How tall is this cavern right now?
At this point, it's still fairly tall. Like you're having a hard time seeing the roof.
And you said they're up above our heads?
By fairways, correct.
What would you call a fairway?
60 feet maybe.
Dang. Okay. Well, that kills that plan.
Like they're all up in the ceiling. Like it. Like I said, it's like a starry night. You can't really tell how close they are. There are some that are a little bit closer than others, but there's still a fair few way off.
I say we go back to back to back, and we just slowly make our way across. Kill anything that comes near.
What do you think, Adele?
I think I want to get out of here, move on to the next island as quickly as we can.
Well, what do you think, Koopa, about being in front in case none of us make it? You might.
Cooper looks at
So?
you for a minute. We've got the beefiest one in the front. And you're not looking too good. Should probably stay back here and follow you up from behind. You did almost die last
Yeah, I
session.
have 19 HP, so I mean that's a fair point.
I'll take the lead. Everyone follow.
Well, no time like the present.
Let's do this.
Must you yell?
Makes me feel better.
It's not like they don't know we're here anyway.
Good point.
Who knows?
Let's go.
Maybe they'll get scared.
One can only hope. Cooper stands waiting for Wheeze to get in line. All right.
All right,
Back
my
to that.
long
There we
sword's
go.
out. Let's do this.
Yeah, I've got my sword out.
All right. Go ahead and take a 5-foot movement, Derek, on which way you're going.
Go, bam. Literally just tapping on the stone. Doing it.
Ardell follows closely behind you.
Following behind him.
Nothing. The lights, the wisps shift here and there. Nothing happens.
Shifting 5 more.
Ardell moves right behind you.
Up behind.
You hear them laughing. The wisp.
I'm ignoring and moving another 5 feet.
Don't move until I call it, bud.
Okay.
They're getting closer. You think they'll actually do it? Go ahead.
Bam.
Ardell shifts, but still behind him.
Oh. What you doing there, Ardell?
Hey, look, you've got 2 arms, all of you. I don't. So I'm just making sure we have as many eyes as possible. Okay. Nothing. The lights continue to flicker above. They swirl around a bit, but nothing.
Are any shadows moving nearer to us that we can see or anything?
They are a straight line. They've kind of like a bow that they're just watching. You see them shifting and moving, but none of them are able to get closer.
Can I check the ground for like any pressure plates or something like that?
I'm not sure what the skill is called.
An investigation, maybe?
Sure, make an investigation check.
Can I give him an assist?
He's already rolled it, so no.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, I rolled it
Oh.
quick.
5. Well, you notice stone, and if it were ever to be dug up, it'd look like heavy stone.
Okay. I'm gonna take another step forward.
Okay.
Follow the leader.
Ardell switches. He's kind of looking around as well. Cooper follows behind, seeing what Ardell is doing, and nods, turning his back around so that he's back to back with Wheeze, just looking behind him.
Anyone see anything?
Roll perception checks.
Hey.
Perception.
Um,
11 and 19. It was a dark and spooky night.
right.
Oh, that's cool. You actually put the health thing in there.
Made what? Made what?
I didn't notice the combat tracker actually had a health bar thing in there. which is kind of cool.
Oh, they got a health bar. All right.
At least it's showing me how much health I have.
As you guys move forward, you've done a vigilant job to catch the will-o'-wisps as they try to sneak up on you and begin to attack. Everyone roll initiative.
Yep.
Oh, golly. Woohoo!
Okay.
Oh, gosh.
Okay. I love my -3.
Please protect me, guys. No, I'm kidding. If I die again, that might be it.
Yeah.
Oh.
If you die again, it's every man for himself at that point.
Holy crap.
What?
Okay.
What happened?
Okay. Sheesh. 17. Go ahead and put your guys' initiative in, please. I think you guys should be able to do that into the tracker.
Hold on. Let's see here.
Shit. Let me watch my language.
The tracker is where?
It's the little two
Okay.
swords, but I'm not able to put it in.
Me either.
Oh, it's not? Okay. No, that's fine. So Wheeze has a 4. And Brutus has 11. And Cooper
Not last. Yay!
has an 18. Yeah. Wheeze just happens to look up, and then all of a sudden, like, ah! It's a wisp in front of him.
This must have been what Brutus felt like when he saw me.
Exactly, my friend.
My friend.
My friend.
My friend.
I'm sorry. My
All
fault.
right.
Hopefully they don't hit as hard as me.
Oh, they hit hard.
Oh, I know.
Okay.
When I was a young warthog.
Really?
That was my bardic inspiration activating. I'm kidding.
That's the song that Tack had to sing.
Really?
Yeah. All right. Let's let the killing begin. Up first is the Will-o'-wisps. One right behind Brutus, and goes right for him. If I pull out, yeah.
Come on, shitty ball of light.
You start to see crackling waves of lightning go across the thing as it comes right for you.
Uh-oh.
Does a 15 hit?
15 does not hit.
It strikes out at you with lightning, and it just misses you. But you can kind of feel it stinging your armor, but that misses. It's actually Cooper's turn. Cooper turns around, takes a 5-foot step. Well, they don't have 5-foot steps. moves and attacks. Let's see. Attacks. Give me a tar. I think I built him a little bit too well. His first attack hits and cuts a huge chunk out of it, taking 9 points of damage. All right. Will-O-Wisp 2 comes over here and sees Wheeze looking really kind of worse for wear, kind of licking its lips, and it goes for the Wheeze. 18 hit.
Yeah.
Again, this little orb pulses up with energy and lashes out. Oh wait, that's not a D8. I'll have one. Oh gosh, 4, 6. You take 6 points of lightning damage.
Gah! You be hitting like a bunch of pansies. Ugh!
Yeah, stop moving that. Ardell brings forth his weapon. Actually, I need to see if that feat works here.
I got hit by lightning.
All right. Ardell goes to move away, and 7, 13 misses. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And he's already on the bridge, leaving his weapon, his magic weapon, in his stead. And rolls a 1. His magic weapon misses. It is Brutus's turn.
I shall bathe in your blood, and I just take a swing with my longsword.
A cascade of voices comes from the ceiling. He's stupid. We don't have blood, but we have yours. Creepy as the devil.
11 to hit.
Misses.
All right.
As
Pretty
you
sure.
swing forth with your blade, the lightning pulses from the wisp, and it just pushes the blade aside.
Okay, crap. I forgot about my sword thing. All right, that's the end of Brutus's turn. He's just going to stay in combat with me.
Okay.
Wonderful.
Wheeze. And Wheeze took 6 points of damage, so he has 13 hit points.
I have an out of character question, real quick.
Type it in the out of character bin, bud. I want to keep this combat. Well, wait. What's your question? Sorry.
It's part of the combat.
Okay.
If I'm invisible, am I still able to use the sword
Any attacks or acts of aggression drop invisibility.
with the dancing sword? Does that still count? Since it's technically a different.
Since you're still attacking him by extension, but it's part of you by extension, and that is an act of aggression, I'm going to rule that it's most likely going to break.
Okay. Dang. That would have been nice.
Well, if you went invisible and threw the sword and then attacked, I'm going to say yes. If the sword is out, most likely not. But I believe it's an action to throw the sword, so you wouldn't be able to do it in the same turn.
Yeah, technically it's like, I think it counts as a bonus action. But I can't, if you're saying if I cast a spell then throw it, it's not gonna...
You'd have to throw it and then cast it.
Yeah. Which I couldn't do in the same turn. I don't think you can't perform a bonus action then an action. That's not how that works, right?
Yeah, you can.
Like there, I mean, you can do it in whatever order I think that you want.
Yeah.
Okay, so I could throw the bonus or the sword out and then turn invisible.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, technically that's up to Shane, but the rules do not disallow it.
As long as Shane's not opposed to it, I just,
Tell me again what you specifically want to do.
If I do my bonus action first by throwing my sword out... Well, hold on. Okay, it is a bonus action to toss it. Okay, so if I toss the sword out and then turn invisible, would that still be applicable?
I don't see a problem with it.
Could I still make a movement?
Yeah.
Alright, I throw my sword out.
Okay, where would you like to go?
Wisp, a wisp!
Move your. You should be able to move your sword token.
Actually, if it's in... Sorry, I had to cough there. Now it says I can attack, so should I attack first and then cast the spell?
Actually, I kind of want to pull up the rules on that one.
For the record, if you use it takes your action to cast a spell.
Right.
So you would not be able to do both. You can do one or the other.
Say that again?
Derek said that actually, but yeah, it takes an action to cast invisibility.
Mm-hmm.
So you can draw and go invisible, but you'd have to wait till next round to attack. If that's how I understand that, right?
But remember, my sword is a bonus action.
Oh yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not attacking at all. I'm just I'm throwing the sword out, which counts as a bonus action, at least from what the book is telling me here. And then whenever I turn invisible, that would be my action, and then I was going to move.
Okay, seems legit to me.
Yeah, that'll track.
Okay. Let me just my only question would be, do I attack first with the bonus action, then cast a spell and move? Is that how you want me to designate it in this case?
I don't see a problem with that, unless anyone else has a...
I mean, no, you're DM. I just know that if you bonus action cat through the sword, I don't know if you can re-bonus action to attack with it.
I think it's
it does.
if you can, as part of the bonus action, you can throw it and it'll attack on the same round.
Okay, then yes, as long as it specifies that. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Yeah, because it says here, as part of the same bonus action, you can cause the sword to attack one creature within 5
Oh.
feet of it.
Then yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
It says that you can cause it. You can pull it out there and have it attack, but if you go invis and then you attack it, it will not drop your invisibility. Okay, that's good to know.
Okay. So I'm going to roll my attack. It's going to hit the one that was next to Brutus.
What's the cell number?
N5.
N5? Okay. Roll your attack.
Gosh, I forget how long that is.
Yep. That is a hit, sir, and you take a huge whopping chunk out of it.
Nice.
Okay.
Is Ardell actually at that point on the map?
Correct. He's at the bridge.
Okay. And then let me just make sure I mark on here spell to cast invisibility on myself.
Okay.
And I'm going to move up and around the Will-O-Wisp one and 5.
Okay, go ahead and move in 5 increments.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm up, move up. Moving across. Moving down. Moving across.
Or
Now, is that 5, 10, 15? Is that 20 or is that a little bit more because of the diagonal?
that doesn't. I don't. That doesn't work here.
Okay, I wasn't sure.
So
I'm
yeah,
still used to that.
No, yeah. So this is all 5 feet.
And that should be 25, and that's 30.
Yep.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Okay, yep. That is my move, and I am invisible right now.
Okay. I think there's. Okay, you're invisible. I remember there being a thing of conditions.
What's your question, Shane?
Like for this, there was. A thing you can do with conditions. Ah.
Oh, like put a condition on someone?
Yeah, look at that. You can see that down here you're invisible on your token.
Mm.
Fancy, right?
Don't have anything cool like that.
Yeah, well, that's what you get for being a paladin.
Oh wow.
Not salty at all. Okay.
Cool. That is my turn. I'm gonna hit the turn button. That way it goes up to Will-O-Wisp 2, I believe.
Yes.
Yep.
Will-O-Wisp 2. Turns back and attacks Cooper. And Cooper... Yeah, it misses. He kind of... The wisp pulses up with energy and lashes out. And Cooper expertly dodges out of the way right before it comes in. And all of a sudden, let me double check to make sure I can. Floats there for the moment. Okay. And then
Sneak into the darkness.
it is now Cooper's turn. Cooper is not having any bit of that. Oh, I don't want to do that. I was about to do it again. Roll in real life. Attack.
Quadruple backflip. Was that what you're about to do?
No. He works his swords in and around the wisp and cuts it open. If you could cut it open, it howls in pain as it has a huge chunk taken out of it.
Oh.
All right. And that will be Cooper's turn. The first one, not to be made a fool out of, attacks Brutus. Damn it. 9 misses. And stays in combat. It is Ardell's turn. Ardell. Holy crap. Strikes the creature, and it's a d6. Dagnabbit. Does 1 point of damage to Will-O-Wisp 2, who now is looking even more sluggishly. If a ball of spirit could look more sluggishly. And it is now Brutus's turn.
All right. I'm going to once again swing up with my longsword, but instead of channeling the magic into the hit, I'm actually going to channel 2 of that into my armor class to make it a 21 and only a +3 to hit.
Okay, go ahead and put that in there.
So it's not a +8, it's +6 to hit.
So
So
22,
it's a
22
22.
hits. Now, does that take away from your magic damage as well?
No, just to hit.
Okay. And which one did you hit?
The one in N5 has been attacking me. We're just trading back and forth.
Okay. How do you want to do this?
Woo! Brutus is just going to slash up with his long sword. As the ball disappears, he's gonna be like, "Yeah, die, tiny ball."
So as the blade passes through this little orb of light, all of a sudden the energy and lightning pulses and vibrates, and also blows. Again, a huge cacophony of screams and hisses from the other wisps above. It is now dead. Will-O-Wisp.
Poof.
Is
Man.
dead.
On that note, I'm going to, let's see, 5, 10, move within combat of the other Will-O-Wisp. Actually, I'm going to move over here to give Cooper advantage.
Okay. It is now Wheeze's turn.
Seeing how his friend has courageously taken down one of these wisps, he commands his sword to attack the other wisp.
Okay.
Is it okay if well, I guess there is a difference between my regular rapier and the other one, so I'll just type the same. Ah, unfortunate.
You put it in the wrong chat again.
No. Well, it was an 8 and a 4, so...
Yeah. Good lord. Get it together. So, it is now Cooper's turn.
I will be uninvisible now, right?
Yes, you're now uninvisible.
Can you go ahead and, I guess show that in the thing? I don't know. It won't let me change it. And that ends my turn.
You turn invisible because you attack?
Yeah.
It says if you cast or attack. I don't know how that would work, because in the sense of the sword, it's an extension of myself, so it's kind of the DM's discretion. So I believe that to be the case.
Well, they changed it to say, like, any kind of aggressive attack, and the more I thought about it, like, just the wording on it maybe do that. I don't know how to take invisibility off.
Yeah, I think someone tried to use the same explanation for Moonbeam. Because it technically locks onto someone or something.
Wow. Like, I could put it on, but for some reason I can't. Oh, what if I push this button? No?
Oh well, I'll just be invisible indefinitely in this case.
Oh, funny.
Well, if anything, we know that I'm not invisible right now.
Well,
I
and
don't
part
want
of
you to get
part of learning this is taking care, learning how to, like, this is gonna work. It's small stuff, like, what's really interesting to me is, like, you'd think that it, you know, be easy to do.
Well, it also doesn't help that there's only like DM settings versus the player, but I get why.
I sometimes wonder if someone in the chat's gonna be like, "Hey, if you want to do this, just..."
Well, that's why I don't understand why it lets you pull any of the, like, move any of the tokens. Like for us, I mean. But, oh well. I'm sure we'll learn more.
I completely missed this entire conversation. Sorry.
You tired, buddy?
Oh, yeah. Can I ask what the question was real quick?
See, now I forgot because I'm trying to look for this.
Don't worry about it then. I'll figure it out.
I think he's trying to figure out the invisibility, right?
No,
I mean,
we had a conversation. What did you say, Chris?
Oh, I was saying, like, I don't know if I had a question. I was more of like a statement on the fact that, you know, you were saying that you would think it'd be easier for some of the things that you can do in the program. And I was just thinking, well, it doesn't make sense that they would have DM related, like, there's certain things that seem like they should be DM controlled versus player controlled. Like, I think there's like that difference between our program and your program. I don't know if it's the same with Derek's. But like, it doesn't make sense that we can move every token.
So there's a thing inside your in the combat tracker. It's the little boot thing. It gives you all these little tabs you can put out there, and on the end there it has like effects, and that's how you do it. Okay.
Yeah, and see, it doesn't let me do that. I can see that boot, but it doesn't let me do anything to it. That's the interesting thing.
Oh, that's fine.
But that was the distinction.
Yeah, I guess I understand why they do it, but I guess it's all about learning. And I guess I don't know. It's really interesting to me is like I sometimes forget that I'm sitting here learning along with you guys. And I haven't bought a PHB yet, so I haven't really sat down to read it either. And I'd rather not do it digitally. I'd rather do it physically. But all right. So I'm not a very good DM. Like I do the voices and stuff, but sometimes I wonder the more I get on this, the better I'm going to be. Brutus attacks. Wheeze attacked. It's the top of the order, so it's Cooper's turn. Cooper decides to get after it with his scimitar. His first slash looks more like a feint than an actual attack. And when he does, he takes a huge chunk out as his second slash whoosh, comes around and blindsides the wisp, cutting it down proportionately. He sits there just waiting for it to move, ready for its action. Ardell is up. Attacks with his. Good lord, I'm rolling good on his attacks. 18. Takes another huge swing at him. 5. No, that's not. He has 2 hit points left. Oops, I goofed that up. It's actually the Wisp's turn. So, the Wisp, seeing it's in trouble, moves towards Brutus and plunges into his chest and coming out the other side. It disappears and comes out from him. And Brutus looks down at his chest like what happened to it? And it attacks Brutus from behind.
Snaky buggered.
Double check on something. And strikes Brutus. It's a 20 hit.
Does not.
Oh, that's right. You upped your armor class.
It's a 21. Wow, just in time for the one to hit.
All right.
Nice. That's a little happy cloud right there. A little happy AC.
From here, it starts moving out 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Towards these guys here. All right. Ardell's blade, as it moves away, attacks it and strikes at it, and it connects. But Ardell,
See, now I kind of want to play Skyrim.
Thought about playing it the other day.
5, 10, 15, 20.
25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60.
Okay, so it rolls that. 13 misses. And it doesn't really say if spiritual weapon gets any bonuses other than your spellcasting ability modifier.
It shouldn't, actually.
So it's just a regular D20 roll. Okay, interesting.
Yep.
And it's Ardell. That was his action.
If it does, it would only be the wisdom modifier, which is the spell modifier.
Yeah. Unfortunately, didn't have enough money to kill it. Brutus is up next.
I'm going to chase it down and how dare it run for me. 5, 10, 15, 20. And I'm just going to, as I'm running, leap into the air and just come down on him with my...
Longsword?
Yep.
Make sure you put it in the right range.
For a second, I thought you forgot what his sword was.
It's a 27 to hit for 7 magical damage.
How do you want to do this?
Yeah, I literally just kind of, like, as I'm roaring, just bring it down on from above.
So, as you bring your fabled longsword up into the air and crash down on it, you smack it so hard you push it into the water that for a second it starts to boil, and as your sword's in the water holding it there, and beer and getting water over everyone.
And then we'll look up at all these other will-o-wisps and just roar at them.
As you roar, one by one, the lights start to dim. And the whole entire evening sky, or the sky, goes quiet.
Yes, Brutus! Playing on my armor.
That would...
As you're nice and wet.
Don't tell me about wet.
Yeah, you're still sopping wet.
That water was cold.
I dropped down to 100 push-ups to get the blood pumping.
You're just like swinging your sword around in the water.
So,
Wow, my hands
Everything
are
is-
red. Sorry,
from what? Never mind. I don't
I
want to
think
know.
it's from moving. I don't think it's the hot Cheetos. I swear, it's not that. Both my hands are red. I think it's just the sun, honestly. Please continue, sorry.
Right.
Ooh.
As you guys look over the bridge, you see the third and final island before the lighthouse, which is in and of itself kind of its own island as well. What are you guys doing?
I'm just gonna start heading over to the next island, I guess.
The third island is, for all intents and purposes, completely empty. Nothing seems to be there. There are these large staglamites, 3 of them to be precise, casting a huge shadow on the ground. Other than that, it looks like the path beyond leads to the lighthouse.
You said they cast a shadow over the ground?
I mean, because the light's shining from the lighthouse, and there's just shadow on the ground from them. That's how. In other words, that's how big they are. The ceiling's a little bit is quite a bit lower here, but the staglamites are just really big, and it's big enough to block.
Would I know what would cause these to be that big?
Roll. I believe that's going to be a.
Maybe nature?
Sure. Roll. Make a nature check.
Because it's technically an extension of intelligence. Let me make sure I roll it in the right bin this time.
Darn right.
Telling to myself as I click enter by accident again. Nature.
It's gonna be 5 hit points every time. Wow.
You better not do that too often. You're gonna get in trouble. 7. For all intents and purposes, especially with the lighting in the area, that you can just tell that they've been in there for a long, long time. Water drips off of them as you stare at them onto the ground.
Well, what are we waiting for? Isn't this what we came here for?
A large empty island with staglamites on there.
Oh, staglamites. I'm so sorry. I completely missed all of that. I thought you said the lighthouse with towers and shit. I'm going crazy.
My gosh.
Okay.
Are you okay, Brutus? Did you hit your head on the way down to the water?
It hit his heart too. Why is that?
Yes, as I clanged in, my ears are ringing, my head's a little fuzzy.
Oh.
Okay, so there's 3 tall staglamites.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like the look.
That's
of
from
it.
the ground up, correct?
Correct.
I'm going to do something. I don't know if this is gonna work. I'm going to pull out a javelin and throw it at the metal one. Hard as I can.
Okay, map should be up. You should be able to see it.
Oh, I need to.
Is there a way for? Oh, refresh it maybe. Okay, I see it.
Yeah, I see it too. Okay, so we're here.
Can we say that we've moved up to the edge of it?
Yes.
I'll probably say that Brutus was. Well, yeah, we are kind of the first ones through. I'll say I'm right here.
I'm just throwing a javelin. Let's see.
It's going to say you might want to roll it.
Attack. I'm just gonna roll a d20 because I don't have it equipped. Because I'm actually picking this up, and it's a +2 to hit.
Okay.
So natural 20 +2, so 22.
Was that a ballista you just threw?
Basically, yes. And then -1 javelin down to 4.
I feel like your arm might have dislocated from that.
Hold on. Man, the dice are not with me tonight. Roll the damage on that.
Okay, that is a 1d6 plus 2. Roll d6. So 5 damage.
How much?
Oh, wait, actually, no, it's 8 damage.
All right, give me a give me a second.
Watch you pin some kind of shadow creature by accident and just squealed. You just pinned him against this stalagmite or whatever. That'd be hilarious. Either that or the entire stalagmite just crashes down and what did you do, Derek?
I broke Shane, apparently.
No, you didn't. Shut up.
All I hear is the dial-up sound right now.
What?
The dial-up noise. I'm pretty sure you don't want me to play it for you.
Okay. Well, this is what happens.
Oh wow.
Yeah, wow indeed.
Where's it?
You got Humongous.
Yeah.
Wow, I really wish I could just not fight the program to have it just do what I told it to do. Oh, dagnabbit. All of you guys went. Okay.
Gigantica.
Natural 20 has brought me up to 3 times my size.
Dagnabbit. Go ahead and put put yourselves back on the board.
Okay.
Hold on.
As soon as I figure out how to do that. Oh, wait.
Don't move anything yet.
Okay.
Really? I thought I did this order. Apparently I didn't. Wow, I like how this is just all distorted as all crap. Sometimes I feel like I fight this more than anything. It really just drags on. But I don't remember how to adjust you guys's. Ah, here we go. Alt. Alright. Just,
Oh, I probably could have told you that one. I'm sorry.
you probably could have.
Because you can alt scroll out of the map to make it more wide in case like you're trying to minimize it a little bit.
You horrible friend. Not knowing him.
I'm sorry, I didn't know it also affected
Hey,
characters.
stop moving.
Sorry, I was testing the thing and then I didn't realize it was. I'm sorry, it's hovering over there by accident.
Put down the Cheetos.
No.
You know that's not happening.
Yeah, I've gotten through half the bag already.
You need to come give me one.
Oh, I will. I'll give you one. Once I finish the bag. I joke. I joke.
I mean, I have a key to your house. I'm just gonna walk in there and be like, hey.
Yeah, that's fine. If you can get through the gate.
Well, all I have to do is ask your wife. Say, hey, Mrs. McGoldrick.
Do you want to save your husband from eating all the hot Cheetos? Then give them to me.
I'm pretty sure it's not a hard pitch at that point, to be honest with you.
He farts all the time. It smells bad. Yeah, I like hot Cheetos, okay?
At least you have an
sorry.
excuse for it smelling bad. I just smell bad to begin with.
Well, that's really horrible, Derek.
It's mainly because of broccoli for me, but, you know. Hot Cheetos just amplifies it. It's like sticking
All right.
unleaded with no ethanol.
After taking like forever and a freaking day to get that done. And of course I roll a 7. All right. So, here's what happens. Freaking 16 years later, crying out freaking loud. This is horrible. Horrible DM. I should probably quit.
Oh, don't do that.
Yeah, then Derek has to do it, and we know you're all going to die at that point.
Oh
Hey.
my gosh.
Hey, I'm down. I'm down. Do it.
All right.
Cheeto's gonna die from overeating of Cheetos.
I don't really hear him complaining either. So, as your javelin sails, instead of hearing this sound of hitting rock, you hear more, almost like as it just kind of disappears into nothingness. All of a sudden, out of nowhere, you hear this huge, eerie howl that sounds like 1,000 souls crying out agony and wreaking havoc on the moral of all living creatures. Let's have everyone give me a wisdom savings throw.
Wisdom, huh?
Wisdom saving. Oh,
Don't you still just do check save? Or check whiz? Wait, no. How does that
nope,
do that?
that's not it. I don't know how do you do saving throws? Because my saving throw is completely different.
Yeah, just check wisdom, right?
No, because my wisdom saving throw is a +5. My regular wisdom check is a +2.
Hold on, Brutus.
Let me look at the...
So, exclamation point, check, wisdom. Yeah, that's yours, Brutus. It's a +2. Your wisdom's
You said saving throw though, right?
Yeah, he's saying his savings throw is different than his actual check
my
wisdom.
saving throw is a +5 for wisdom.
Hold on one second.
Oh. Um.
Maybe save?
So if that's the case, just add +3 to that, and that's 13.
Yeah, I was just
Try
curious.
try save instead of check, then wisdom.
Let's get,
Derek.
Yep, it's what? Yep, it's save wisdom. Okay.
Chris.
So instead of check, it's a save. Oh wow.
Should have kept my freaking 13. That's all good.
Is it though? Let's do that. All right. Get to make more use out of this nice fancy, if I remember where the heck it is. Effects. Brutus is frightened.
Oh, sweet. Okay. Okay. Going with frightened turned on.
Who's frightened? Just him?
I am. Four.
Now here's an interesting thing. Um, Gosh, I really don't like having to.
We believe in you.
See, now this isn't even working. I can't drag and drop paralyzed on you, or frightened on you.
It's okay.
Shut up. Of course it's okay
Well, no,
with you.
no, I've got it on my thing and in my condition, so I know. I know what it means.
Can't you just click on it and it puts it on there in the effects?
Applied by Cooper. Why does the heck does it say applied by Cooper?
I think it's because it's his turn. It has it listed in the combat tracker as his turn. So I guess you would have to be on the Shadow's turn and then activate that.
I don't understand. Oh, boy, I tell you what, I'm having a rough night as a DM. I don't know. I hope the technology I'm trying to do here is not... Oh, okay. I know why.
Oh, what? How the heck did I do that?
What are you doing? What are you touching?
I'm sorry. I don't know what I just did. I made him blinded.
Yeah, let's have you not do that.
I didn't know you could drag the effects into that and they would work. Oh, it's because it's listed me as my turn. I guess that allows you to do that.
Well, before, I got to clear my rounds by hitting the escape button. Oh, wow. Okay, you're just dumb.
I'll give it back to you.
Okay. So...
It's a very interesting way of doing this.
Well, I feel like it drags on. And I know this is all learning experience, but I just find it all rather kind of frustrating, to be honest with you. But I'm not going to give up learning. So...
Way to go, Shane. I'm proud of you.
Brutus is...
Frightened.
Adele is not... Okay. The creature lets off a huge wail, and is so Cooper and Brutus are now frightened. And let's have everyone roll initiative.
Dun dun dun.
6 years later.
Oh, okay. Well, good thing I'm frightened. I'm too scared to move or make a roll.
How did I roll the same 12? Oh, okay, cool. Nice. What does frighten do?
I have disadvantage on ability checks and attacks while the creature frightened of is within line of sight, and I cannot move near that creature.
Yeah, you done.
So I'm basically stuck right here.
You done poked the bear on that one.
That's okay. Well, I gotta figure out.
Man.
Good. Great. What age is this one?
I hate you.
Where is that in play? Where is that in the player's handbook? I don't know. Wait, here it is. I think.
Apparently, I don't know how to do initiative anymore.
I don't know.
Check.
Hey, got a 5, Cooper.
Woo! You rolled what I rolled initially with my -3.
Ugh.
Break out.
It's not any.
Oh
What?
my gosh.
Where, it's got to be somewhere. Where would this be?
What are you looking for?
I'm trying to find the player's guide, like effects.
Conditions?
Yeah, condition. And
Maybe try that instead of effects.
well, I mean, I can't like it's none of them are in there. I'm just curious.
If anything, you can check the D&D Beyond.
I mean, I can do it. I think I have to make a wisdom save at the end or beginning of my turn if I'm trying to figure
No,
out.
it's a set amount of rounds.
Is it?
Yeah.
See, that's what I was trying to figure out because I thought it was.
It is. You are.
Saved.
You both are frightened for 5 rounds.
Okay.
All right. Let's get this party started.
It's alright. I got a plan. I got a plan!
Do you, Joe Schmo? After throwing a javelin at the big creature.
I thought it was a rock. I didn't know there'd be a shadow in front of the rock.
Yeah.
I was actually about to investigate whether there was something weird about the shadow, but clears that up.
You see this big, huge, hulking creature. Looks like a shadow, only a lot more bigger and a lot more pissed off.
Oh shit. Big oh, I'm screwed.
And seeing as how it's a shadow, it can move as much as it wants within the shadow, as long as it's touching the shadow. It comes right up to Brutus, gets right in his face.
Oh, so it's based on the shadow.
I freaking thought of that too as I stepped and put my character on the edge of that shadow. I'm like, oh, this is gonna go bad.
24 to hit.
That hits.
Gosh.
I don't normally use a D12. Where the heck is my D12 at? Do I have a D12? I have to have a D12. I have a D12 right here.
We bought a whole set of dice.
Oh, 16 points of damage. I rolled max
Uh,
damage. Ah, feels
Okay.
good. Ah, feels good. Man.
Oh, don't
Oh,
worry.
really?
I got something for you.
You got
Shadow.
you got 30. You have 30 points of health. You just take 16, so that means that you have 14.
14. Yep.
Left. All right. Mathing. So that is its turn. Ardell is up next, and cast his magic weapon. Shit. Go Ardell. And spiritual weapon does a D8 plus spell casting ability, which is a 4, if I'm not mistaken. Is a wisdom. Yes, 4. So, okay, 10, 19. Good lord. Ardella's saving you guys. The guy just did 19 points of damage on a critical.
Wow.
Oh,
I got this. Don't worry. I got this. I don't need no help.
You got all the help.
Okay, don't be cocky now. That's what got me killed in the first place.
No. Just let him be as
I'm
cocky as he
teasing
wants.
you.
Let him be as cocky as he 40. Dagnabbit. Math. I hate you so much. I'm not that kind of Asian. So, 56. It's 19. 4. 7. 30. Good lord. All right. This tiny little blade cuts into the very back of this creature's side, and turning around to see this little weapon staring back at him, lets out a huge to stand next to Cooper, perma-frightened, and letting his little sword do the work for him. All right. It is now Wheeze's turn.
Well, it looks like we be in a bit of trouble. So, that being the case, I'm going to move my happy self. What number is this? 8. Is D8 around the edge of that crevice right here?
Yes. You're up
Am I
against the wall.
still able to... Oh, is it a wall?
I mean, you're up against the wall is what I'm saying. You can stand in there, but you're up against the wall.
Okay, as long as I can fit there.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I can stand right behind his sword, so that's 10 feet.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna move there. I'm gonna use my bonus action to whisper wind my sword into existence. My dancing sword.
It should be there on the board.
Yeah, sorry. That was just a dramatic effect.
Oh, really? Okay.
hmm
Dramatic effect, you say?
Now, I know I just activated the sword, but can I cast a spell before I attack with the sword?
Go ahead and finish your bonus action first, and then move on to your action.
Because it kind of requires that I activate the spell first. That's why I say I'm gonna do Fairy Fire.
It's
And
gonna
I
be
kind of already started the sword thing, so I kind of get that because that was I
Yeah.
meant to do the other way, but I will take that. Let me do my attack with the sword on this creature. Sure, posted it correctly. Unfortunate. It would have helped if I did this first, but I'm going to cast Fairy Fire, since I still have an action, onto the creature. He has to roll a dex save of 12.
He makes it.
Gosh darn it, you pleb.
He's
Alright,
got
that's it.
he's got a pretty high dexterity save. Plus, I rolled a 19, so
Oh my gosh. Alright, well that is the end of my turn.
you missed. Okay.
Yes.
Cooper is in the back. I can't. You see the size of it. I can't. He just sits there with his swords in his hand, wanting to fight, but can't. He just stays there, unable to move. Brutus also can't move, but he can attack if he wants to. It's your turn.
I actually have a question about that. Because this is going to be on your ruling, DM.
Thank you for giving me all the challenges I could ever really need there, Derek.
That's not what to do. What is it? It's so. So Misty Step teleports me. I was reading this. Does that count? Because I'm technically not moving closer to the creature. Can I use that to get past behind it?
According to the spell, it's to frightened. You can't move closer to it.
Yep. But a movement is considered walking, climbing, jumping, or anything. It does not specify teleportation. And I technically would be not moving closer to it. I'd be moving farther from it.
And so, what part of this? How are you getting this ability?
It's one of my spells.
From
As
Circle of the Land, Oath of the Ancients, Oath of the Vengeance.
No, it's just one of my prepared second level spells that I have is Misty Step.
Well, it says second level conjuration. Sorcerers get it, warlocks get it, wizards, Circle of the Land, Coast, Oath of the Ancients, and Oath of Vengeance.
You have Oath of the Ancients.
Oh.
So I think that is part of his kit if that is selected as his oath. I think it was Oath of the Ancients. Wasn't that something we listed before whenever we were looking for him as it was a Wanderer trait, I think, last game?
Yeah, something like that. I just know it's in my spells. It is always prepared. I can't unprepare it.
Very interesting.
But like, however you roll on that is how you roll. If I have plans either way. I just want to know if that is an option.
I mean, this is cool. Oh, features and traits.
And it is instantaneous.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, technically, it's still moving.
Oh crap! I screwed something up that I could have done before.
So the creature can't willingly move closer. So
But what do you consider a movement? Because a movement does not specify teleportation.
That's technically getting. Wow, that's a good question. And I would say it's not covered in here. Move closer. Am I getting closer?
Because literally, I'm just appearing from one place to another. I'm not actually approaching.
Well, I would say that if you were in Cooper's spot and you did Misty Step to get closer to the creature, I would say no. But
Okay.
you're already, technically speaking, that could be seen as getting away from the creature. You're not like moving away from it. You're just moving around it. And in
So-
this case, I would allow it. Like if you Misty stepped back away from it and then try to Misty step closer, I'd say no. But seeing as how you technically, in this particular set of circumstances, that you're trying to get behind it, I'm gonna allow it.
Okay, then that decides what I'm gonna do.
So that's
By the
your-
way, I also forgot something. It doesn't matter now, but when I deal critical damage, I'm supposed to roll one extra of that damage. So I should have rolled another D for that critical javelin. But
Huh.
sucks. Roll one of the dice an additional time and add to the extra damage. Okay. So I'm going to attack with my longsword first.
Okay.
See here. But I'm going to add 2 to my armor class, so -2 for that.
Okay.
Uh, 13 to hit, or no, 11 to hit. So I'm going to assume that doesn't hit.
No, that misses.
All right.
You take your blade, but it's just a little bit too off because of you're frightened.
All right, and then I'm going to bonus action Misty Step.
Okay.
30 feet.
Okay. Are you moving right behind him, or are you moving? Show me
Away.
where. Show me
I was
where
going
you
to move here.
Oh yeah, that's fine because you're moving away from him. Now, if you're trying to move back, you won't be able to get back to him.
So yeah, so it's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
Okay, no, that's fine.
Okay.
Up against the wall. Okay.
Up against the wall, away from that shadow. And that is my turn.
Interesting.
I don't think that Shadowy Misty Step allows for attacks of opportunity.
Does not.
I didn't think so.
I figure since it's instantaneous.
Yeah, it does not allow. It's one. Ford uses it all the time.
That's interesting. I never knew a paladin. Teleportation. It's like Shadow Step.
Yep.
I like this creature. I like this creature a lot. Can I just have you kill all of these? That'd be great.
Oh, are you talking to your creature to kill all of us?
Yes.
Oh no.
I got a plan. It's okay. I got a plan.
I
So-
hope so.
At this point, top of the next round, the creature shifts into the shadows and disappears.
Excuse me.
Did I stutter?
Maybe. Is this character a rogue?
And
Oh God, did it disappear? What? Oh God, what?
He's coming for you,
Not
Brutus.
the belt! No, Daddy, no, not the belt!
Golly.
Wheeze, roll a dexterity savings throw for me, please.
Save Dex. Let's see if that works. Wow,
Okay.
that's nice.
It is nice. It's glorious.
No, it's not. Don't lie.
Perfectly balanced game. So,
Oh my gosh.
the shadow appears over here, and its claws, its tendrils, wrap around Wheeze, doing 9 points of piercing damage to him. bringing him down to 4 hit points. And he is dragged.
No.
Oh wow, that scroll thing, like, blah. He is now prone. Drag that prone onto him.
How dare you?
And he gonna mac on you, buddy.
Guys, I may die from this. Just let you know.
It's alright, if my plan doesn't work out, I'll be right behind you.
Ardell sees this happening and commands his sword. 5, 10. Oh crap! Hold on.
I hope he crits.
Technically in the shadow. 5, 10. Nope. Swings at it, and this time the creature sees it and just kind of smacks it away. Lets off an evil gargling chuckle as you as the fight continues. All right, so it is now Wheeze's turn. I think it's
Interesting.
I believe it's 15. It takes 15 feet of your movement to stand up,
It's half your movement to stand up, yes.
which in his case would be 15.
Yeah, so it doesn't
Can I still cast a spell while laying down?
I don't see why not.
You can, but depending on the spell, it might have disadvantage.
Okay.
What do you want
Is
to
the
cast?
creature? Well, I was gonna ask a question before I think
Ask a
about
question.
It, actually.
Come on.
What is the creature made of? Is it just a spirit? So it's like, or is there any kind of fog or mist? Would I even know that?
Make an intelligence check.
Okay. If I can spell it right. Oh God! Seriously? Herkadurkadurk. Nope.
All that you can tell is that it's just an anamorphous creature. You might need to Google what anamorphous means. So,
The reason I asked was because I was going to cast Warding Wind, and I wanted to see if that was going to push him away, but I don't think it will.
Doesn't have a clear form. So, what are you doing? I mean, if that's your character would do, you do it, but you could try it. But
I can still attack with my sword without disadvantage, correct?
no, if you're doing a melee attack, you're at disadvantage.
No, I'm talking about my dancing rapier.
Yeah, you could.
Sure, why not? We're gonna cast Fairy Fire. Or, well, can I cast Fairy Fire again down here? Is that gonna be a disadvantage?
Put up fairy fire on the
I don't think it says. I'll post it.
If it's a ranged attack, it's disadvantage.
yeah. If it's a ranged attack, it should be a good advantage because you're on the ground.
Nope, because you're prone, and well, how it's said is to use that you have to look up, and you don't have the same degree of control, I think is what it is. Also, he's within 5 feet, that automatically gives disadvantage to range attacks.
What about concentration? Does that affect it?
Nope, so no matter what, it'd be a disadvantage.
it, Shane.
Yeah.
Okay. But you said I can move for 10 to get up?
15.
15? Sheesh. Okay, I think I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna move my sword towards him.
Okay.
At G... I can't see the number. G6, I moved it there.
You can't see the number?
Well, because the map's not big enough.
Yeah, it is.
For
It should
me,
be.
not on my screen. I'm
Oh,
saying.
okay.
So I'm going to attack with that.
Okay.
Let me post that.
Man, I'm sitting here thinking, like, what would happen, like, doing this without magic weapons? Like, I wonder if I gave you guys too much to get this done, but I don't know.
Honestly, without magic weapons, we would have died a long time ago. I feel
Yeah,
like.
probably.
But then again, it's just as challenging as well, so that's just kind of the other big thing.
And that was a bonus actually with my sword. So with this, I'm going to actually get up. Can I get up, make an action, then move again if I don't use the full thing?
You have, yeah, you can. You've, okay, first
so
of all,
it's a 22 and a 5.
Let me see, 22.
With the sword.
Okay. The rapier goes into a dash of different cuts, and one of them sticks true right to the creature, lets out a huge roar, and smacks at it. As you, I guess, stand up 15 feet and move away.
Yes, and I'm actually, before I move in any direction, I cast invisibility on myself. Again.
Okay.
Then I move.
Okay.
And you said 15?
Yes.
After movement to get up, rest.
So I can move 3 squares. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. And that ends your turn. Cooper, once again, is frightened, and he's stuck there. He can't move. Well, I guess that makes the fight easier, but dagnabbit, he's done. Brutus...
All right, because Brutus can only do one and one thing only. He is going to once again throw a javelin at this this giant shadow at disadvantage. So it's let's see, roll 2d20s. So that's a 5. That is a 7 to hit. It goes wide. And
Wait.
that's the end of my turn right there.
I got you guys good.
Actually, no, I'm going to move. I'm going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I'm heading over here.
Okay. Excuse me. Sorry, I had something in my throat. All right.
I have one plan to save our lives. Unfortunately, I can't do it while frightened.
Top of the round. The creature goes back into the shadows.
Gross.
God, here it comes. Here it comes. I wonder who it's going to attack.
That is the question.
Could reach Cooper technically. Could reach me. It doesn't know where you are, so.
Well, you're also the one that threw a spear in its face, which, to be honest with you, you shouldn't have got that extra damage. You know what? I tell you what, this actually makes it easy. That javelin was not a magic weapon, so it should have got resistance on it. So therefore, it cancels out that.
Not to mention, technically speaking, it would. So I mean, it still would have done the damage, but then again, I should have thrown a disadvantage, so it all basically evens out.
Yeah, I think you came out a little bit on top. That's fine.
No, I didn't. I could have done an extra 6 points of damage.
Maybe.
The fact that we're all about to die here says I am not on top because now I'm frightened because of the damn gavel.
Yeah, well, your thing has wore off, right? You don't have that. You don't have your armor because you haven't attacked her in a while.
Yeah, no, I'm still on my regular armor class. I can't do it unless I attack with it. And so.
Well, that's a 22 to hit.
Where is he? But yes, 22 does hit.
And that is a Brutai.
Bruticus.
Takes 9 points of piercing damage.
Gross.
He's not doing too well. Not doing too
I got
well.
one plan. One plan only.
And you are dragged 5, 10 into the shadow. Because technically he's in this square.
What did he attack me with from all the way over there?
It's called Drag Into the Shadows. It's a 10-foot
Okay.
reach. I shouldn't really be telling you this either because you can metagame in this.
That's fine.
Give me a dex save. Papa, 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 papa.
6.
And you are prone, sir.
Awesome. Thank you.
Bruticus is also now prone.
Yay.
Hurrah! He'll be sucking out the marrow from your bones before the night's over with.
Nope.
Don't tempt me with a good time.
You?
I like me some chicken broth.
Is that the end of the Shadow's turn?
Yes, that is the end of Shadow's turn.
Okay.
Ardell, 5,
Did
10,
exactly what I wanted you to do.
15, 20. Can't move anything
Okay,
more.
Yu-Gi-Oh!
You activated my trap card.
Uh-huh.
If it works. If it doesn't work, I'm dead. But I'm dead either way, so.
It is
But you
now...
didn't realize that you've fallen into my triple trap card.
How about you two calm down over here?
I'm just glad I got away when I did.
I'm just glad I might die soon and the game may be over when we go to bed. But
Is that the driving force? I just want to die so I can go to bed.
no, I literally have plans. But if I die, it's a win-win no matter what the hell happens.
You now have to play 2 characters.
Oh god. Bob just comes rushing into the room.
It kills him in one shot because he's a freaking barbarian. Yeah, sure. Chris, it's your turn. Go.
Oh. Okay.
He's frightened and prone.
Well.
He's in a fetal position, sucking his thumb.
Wow. Can I see the creature, or is he?
Yeah, he's in the shadows. You can see a form. You can see Brutus on the ground, just kind of looking up for his own life.
Gosh.
What would Bob? Bob would destroy this.
I mean, he didn't have a magical weapon, so he might not have actually did that much extra.
He just crit everything, so you just take regular damage and keep swinging.
Okay. If I move my sword, is that technically activating myself out of?
I mean, it's all one action, so however long it takes you to move your sword, whatever you're going to do, and have it do what it needs to do.
I am invisible.
You're invisible. You're
I
fine.
don't know if I can turn him No, I can't charm him. I don't think that would be possible. I could try Fairy Fire again.
No, certainly help Brutai if he ever gets up off the ground.
I mean, I could turn him invisible. But then that would make me uninvisible.
What are we doing?
Okay, I'm gonna cast Fairy Fire on the spirit. And the dex is 12.
Fail.
Golly. Sword's
you-
gonna fly in. 10, 15, 20, 25. And is that within range right there?
Put it back to where it was. Yeah. Should only go like 30 feet.
Because technically this is 30 feet, but I don't know. Is he taking that square right there?
Yeah, he is.
Okay, so that's 25 feet.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna attack.
Go get him.
Golly. I feel bad that that spell isn't working.
That is a miss, sir.
16 is a miss.
16 is a miss.
Poor
Oh, actually,
bastard.
no, I'm sorry. That hits. Sorry.
Yay!
Um,
7 points of damage.
7 points of damage.
And I am all out of spells except for a couple.
Okay. Your
Which is-
rapier just goes after him. After a flurry of swipes, the creature can't keep up with it and takes another huge chunk of piercing damage as the magical blade separates its almost incorporeal body out.
Can I make a 5-step movement? Still.
You can move, yeah.
I'm just gonna move northward. I'll take 10 since I only hit the wall.
Now, you still have your full movement speed.
I know, but I just wanna. I'm kind of keeping my distance because he's kind of scared. He's got like what? I got like 4 HP.
Yeah, you got 4 left.
So.
Wow.
Trying to keep my 4 little.
You're
Kit Kat
worse off
bars.
than me.
Cooper is again stuck to the wall. And Brutus, it is your turn.
All right, let's see. So I'm going to use my 15 movement speed to stand up.
Ba-da-da-da-da! Dun-dun-dun-dun.
And yeah, I'm going to try it. I'm going to use my Defender Longsword
Yeah.
to attack. Come on. And I'm going to take away all three, and add it to my armor class to make it an armor class 22.
Okay.
So that's a 18
Wow.
to hit.
Wow.
Yes,
Okay.
18 hits.
Okay, so that's 12 damage, and then I'm going to use my divine. Where is it? Divine smite. When I this. What's
Good old Divine Smite.
No. Okay, so it's on feet. I can't remember what this is. Basically, when I hit with a melee weapon, I can expend a spell slot to do 2d8 of extra radiant damage.
Isn't that what smite is?
Basically, I just do 2d. I just roll 2 more d8s of radiant. Let's see. 2d8. Another 9 points of radiant damage. And then I'm going to use the last 15 feet of my movement to go 5, 10, 15 back around here.
Interesting.
Hope the guy doesn't hit me with the tip.
Huh. You hit him, and you hit him hard.
Wow.
So
21 total
in the
damage.
middle of the shadow from the light, all of a sudden you see this blinding light come down, and like several little missiles of light smash onto the creature, almost knocking the creature down. However, just when you thought it was dead, it reforms itself, although looking a lot worse for the wear. That's 21 points. All right.
And
It's
then
lucky
take your-
you're also a paladin too, so.
Take your attack of opportunity.
Oh yeah. Oh heck yeah.
Come on. Come on.
I rolled a. Yeah. He misses you.
Yes.
Jeez.
Okay. I'm alive. It works.
It's the Shadow's turn now. On the top of round 4. And slinks into the shadows.
Don't like it. Don't like it at all.
Are you still invisible?
No.
No.
Oh shit. Okay.
That's why
now,
I moved out of the way here.
now you might be in trouble. Okay, I feel bad.
Maybe.
It's at 3 turns. I have 2 more turns before I can actually move into engage. So
Well, unfortunately,
The power of Christ compels you. The power of Christ compels.
the power of the half-orc paladin compels you.
all right, just calm yourself.
Maybe if I sing you a ditty, it'll calm your spirit. I once was a young warthog.
God, stop singing, sweet Jesus, stop singing.
You know my daddy.
Hey, I don't want to get copywritten. Just leave my stream alone.
Oh, my bad.
Unfortunately, he rolls he only rolls like an 8, and reaches out to you, but ends up hitting the walls behind you, trying to drag you back into the shadows.
No, thank you.
Ardell, and that's the rest of his turn, calls for his weapon over here, and just a 10 misses, and that's the end of Ardell's turn. It's now Weeze's turn. Come on,
Oh.
Weezer.
Wow. It's my turn.
Yeah, it is. Why do these
No more
holes?
spells. All but action. How many... Wait. How many turns have we gone through?
We
This is
are
round 4, correct?
round 4.
Okay. Is there space where this is right here to move into?
Yeah.
So what? That's 5, 10, 15, 20?
Mm-hmm.
Or 15, whichever way you go about it. I'm gonna walk right there, and then I'm gonna have my sword attack, and then my sword has to come back to me at this point.
Okay.
So he's gonna move here, and it's gonna attack. Roll it.
Rolling. Keep these doggies rolling. Dag nabbit.
That is a 20 and a 9.
How you want to do this?
Yes.
As I go and cower in the corner, I send my sword skyrocketing into the sky, and it pierces down through this creature and
Okay.
swings right back into my nice little pocket, whatever, my belt.
So, as the creature moments ago slammed it into the wall, You're like, oh gosh, it can reach me. You duck underneath it and go against the wall, and then you reach for your blade and you tell it what to do. It spins around, bounces from its pommel up into the air, and comes down like a thundering bolt and pierces all the way through the creature. On the ground, it's stuck there as the shadow anamorphous just starts to deformed itself across the ground. There, revealing your sword that just jumps up right into your scabbard.
You know what that makes me think of? What's his name from Guardians of the Galaxy? And his little arrow?
I was gonna
Yondu.
say, what's his name from Castlevania?
Oh, yeah. That's a good one.
So, as you guys,
It worked. It worked, Cheeto.
the fear fades, and Cooper comes to his sentences. I couldn't do anything. And he kind of puts his blades back in their scabbards, and he just kind of puts his hands in there in his sleeves, and stands there. Ardell dismisses his magic weapon and claps excitedly. I knew I brought the right ones for this job. That was magnificent. It was spits on there towards Brutus. Brutus behind you. What?
Hold on, you were cutting out for me.
Ardell walks in your direction because the bridge is right behind you. As you guys turn to look, you see the bridge, but this bridge is a bit different. As part of a stone structure comes up over the bridge, and there's a door there. A large stone door, which looks a lot like the ones that led you into the mountain to begin with. The only real difference is as you look closer, there is a small altar in front of it.
Fantastic.
Small altar.
Mm-hmm.
Can I inspect the altar? Does it have any words or phrases on it?
It does, actually.
I wonder if it's similar to the other inscription we saw.
I'm close to dead already, so...
You've been close to dead this whole entire thing.
And I haven't died!
All right. And if you look,
sorry.
if you look at the chat in Fantasy Grounds, this is what it says on him.
Ooh. A warrior wondrously.
You must feed him dearly if you wish to pass.
Huh. A warrior wondrously brought him into the world for the use of the lords by using two dumb things brightly clashing. Strong is that one that combined.
Just for note, Shane, I'm going to touch myself and use the last of my healing to heal me up 10.
So what's your HP now? 15.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, it must be nice.
That's the
I say
last. That's
teasing
the-
me. Who is this man?
Permanently rewards one who lets him grow proud. You too must feed him if you wish to have.
Can I sense any arcana coming from this altar?
Roll an Arcana check. Check, please.
It's 18.
As you inspect it, there's definitely something of arcane nature about the diode, and in fact the door.
I want to like hold my finger over it and like prick my finger with like the edge of my blade or something and drop some blood into it.
Okay.
See if that does anything.
As
Okay.
as the blood hits there, it looks like it sizzles for just a second, and then nothing. Ardell. Two dumb things. And he looks at you, and he looks at Wheeze. I don't know. What do you think your swords? Swords. Two dumb things. Metal clashing, perhaps.
Do we need to clash the two?
I don't know.
Always try.
Okay.
And then I guess we'll clang our swords together over the altar. I'm keeping mine in my hand, then, so.
Yes. So I swing my sword at you, and you swing yours at mine, and we kind of clash them together.
Yep.
Give me an attack roll. Both of you.
Oh, okay.
What? Oh, I
Yeah,
rolled a
no.
natural one. Okay, so neither of us actually hit each other.
No, but I mean,
Wait, what? How'd you roll a 1? Natural 1?
sheesh.
It just says 1 for me.
No, for you.
Oh, there I see his attack. Never mind. Wow. Sheesh.
A couple of things happen. Wheeze, are you holding your dancing rapier as you attack?
Yes.
Okay. Wheeze pulls out his rapier and skillfully slashes at his blade, causing sparks to fly everywhere. Unfortunately, Brutus didn't get his weapon up in time and completely misread it and takes 8 points of damage.
What?
Yeah.
We weren't like swinging at each other. We were literally clanging in the air.
You're clanging it at each other, and you missed. Critical failure.
Okay. The 15 minus 8, so 7.
Hey, you're getting closer to my HP.
Okay.
I mean, you did hit me earlier.
Ardell,
It's okay.
or the sparks that flied everywhere because of you guys' magical weapons. You look at the altar, although Brutus is holding himself. The sparks hit the altar. Flames. And as you look at it, you look how the flames spread even to the water, and the flames are not doused by the water. Like the water surrounding it, like the water is actually being burnt off and hissing off to the side. As it is.
So now there's just a wall of fire in front of us?
Mm-hmm.
Shit.
What could this mean?
I'm unsure, but I definitely can't walk through fire. Actually, after someone apparently attacked me.
Oh, really? You hit me as well.
Mine wasn't apparently on purpose, but
As you two are
Tomb's feet.
Cooper from the back runs as quick as he can and jumps through the fire and tumbles from the other side.
What the?
His face and body are scorched, taking 7 points of burning damage.
See here. Let's see.
The gate then slowly starts to fizzle and go out.
Oh, crap. I'm so dumb. I keep forgetting things I have. Whatever.
As he as he's on the other side, he's kind of doing the superhero pose, but then kind of collapses to the floor for a moment.
Cooper!
Ardell walks up to the doorway. You're so close! My companions! Onwards! Immortality awaits!
Is there still fire in front of us?
No. The fire is out.
Alright, then I guess I'll move forward.
You know, it's
Keep
funny
an
is I
eye
could've put
peeled
that
for
out.
anything else.
Actually, I can't. I could have at one point put that out, but now I can't.
I could have used my luck roll on that natural one to not get hit.
Unfortunately, that didn't happen. As you guys make your way through the gateway, there's a passage off to the side of the tower that appears to be open.
Is that the only passage?
Correct.
It's just like a doorway?
Correct.
Is there any light emanating from inside the doorway? Possibly?
Not that you can tell. Now,
Well,
there,
Okay.
is anyone approaching the doorway?
I am.
Won't lie, Brutus is hanging back, watching for anything to come out.
Okay.
I'm kind of just alert, creeping towards it.
Do you try to enter the doorway? What are you doing? Talk to me here.
Well, I was gonna ask, who wants to go first?
I mean, you kind of left Cooper on the floor, so...
Oh, is Cooper still on the floor? Oh, I'm sorry, I thought he got up. I'll pick Cooper up.
I figured we were all moving together. I didn't know he was still back there.
Okay.
We
You
check
pick him
on
up.
him and make sure he's okay.
He's burnt. His face is red, and some of his flesh is scarred. He'll have scars most likely for the rest of his life, but he's breathing well enough, and hangs off of Brutus's shoulder as he tries to get his footing. The smell of burnt hair and flesh start to fill your guys' nostrils.
Scars make men strong.
The next gate what fire we go through, I'll let you try it instead. He says,
Sure. Next time a shadow fights, I'll let you fight it.
And whenever anything happens, you all can just deal with it. As I quiver in my pain because I was shot by lightning.
Alright. So we're all moving up to the door?
Mhm.
Alright.
Together.
It one, die as one.
Can we all fit in there, or is it just like a one-way? Like one person?
well, it's a door, so you're not gonna be able to go 2 by 2.
Can I, like, investigate the door?
Sure. Give me
Can I help him with that?
You can try. A perception check.
Are we both rolling?
Do a perception.
Well,
check.
if he's
yeah.
doing it and you're helping him with it, have Chris go ahead and do it with advantage.
Making sure.
I'm rolling.
Go ahead. You notice a small pedestal off to the side. And this altar is fashioned in the same way as the one out there, but this one is actually hollow. It looks a lot like a big vase, really. Ardell walks over and he starts deciphering the script on the side of it.
So what does it say?
Just give me a moment, I'm working. And that's what it says.
With nothing left to lose. I've definitely got nothing left to lose at this point.
So what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you actually doing?
So what is this? Is it just a vase?
Yes.
Is there anything in the vase?
It's empty.
Maybe try putting your hand in there.
Can I stick my hand in there?
I don't see what's stopping you.
I'm gonna stick my hand in it. Do I feel anything?
Give me just a second. Which hand are you sticking in there?
My left hand.
Nothing happens.
Anyone else have any ideas?
And
Is
it's
the
just-
vase? Is it attached to whatever the pedestal is?
Yeah, it's a big heavy vase made out of stone.
Okay. And it's just the inscription on there, like on the base of it.
Screw it. I'm gonna try something. Actually, well,
Okay.
maybe not. Well, I'm once again. I'm gonna try the blood thing and see what that does this time.
Okay.
And depending on that, I'll see if I do something else.
Describe what you're doing.
So I'm holding my palm over it, and I'm slicing my palm and dropping some blood into the vase to see if it reacts at all.
As the blood starts to go into the vase, you hear the dripping, but as you look inside, you don't see the blood.
Crap.
But nothing happens.
Okay.
Interesting.
Figured maybe it was just giving our blood or all our life to. Hmm.
Do we notice anything else going on with the blood, or is it just completely just disappearing?
As he puts it in and you look in there, it's just gone.
Can I take?
Hold on.
Okay, go for it, Gina.
I don't know if it has anything to do with earlier, but it said feed him fairly.
That was for the other door. Yes.
So that was strictly for the other door.
correct.
But in this one it says nothing left to lose. Nothing left to lose. Can I stick my right hand in there? Can I do that and then see what happens?
Nothing's stopping you. Just
I'll go ahead and do that.
put your hand in there. Just air. Doesn't feel any much different than the last time you did. Nothing happens.
Can I try to like put my javelin in the edge of my javelin in there and see if it disappears like the blood?
Nothing's stopping you. Give it a try.
I'm doing that.
Javelin goes in, just much like our Wheeze's hand. It's there. Nothing happens to it.
I'm gonna give it some more blood. I'm gonna squeeze my hand over it and give it even more blood.
Okay. Roll a d4 of. Well, okay. If you're gonna like be mutilating yourself more, I'm gonna say.
Like I'll give up all but one hit point, so I'll sacrifice 6 hit points of blood to it.
Okay.
See if that's doing
Oh,
anything.
golly.
Okay. Go ahead.
All right. So yeah, I'm just draining blood in there until I get down to basically where I just feel like I just can't give any more.
Okay.
See
That
if
makes
anything
me
happens.
feel a certain type of way. Ugh.
Okay. As you do, the vase the blood again disappears, and as you put your hand out towards the doorway, your hand passes through. There's no force field keeping you, and you are able to enter.
I'm gonna walk through the door.
Okay.
So if I investigate, am I still blocked from going through?
You can try it.
That's what yeah. I'll go ahead and do that.
As
Touch
you-
the door.
It repels you clearly. It won't let you pass.
Well, since I've got only 4 HP, I'm going to go ahead and drain my 3 HP as well.
Okay.
Use my rapier to slice my hand and let that drain
Okay.
4 HP. Or 3 HP in this case. Sorry. Does anything happen at this point?
Yes, you're able to pass through.
Oh man, I don't feel so good.
Cooper looks at the sacrifices you guys have made, and he takes off his clothing and his weapons, leaving just his belt, and puts them inside there. And for all intents and purposes, He then also puts his belt of dwarven kind in there as well. And I need to update that. And he is just wearing essentially a loincloth and puts them inside there and is able to pass through. He from here you see Ardell cut out one of his eyes and places it inside in the field. Dissipates. So, you guys have no trouble passing through. And as you guys move up the stairs, it's pretty quiet. As you get to the top, you see a huge chamber containing a large flying orb giving off cold light. In front of it, there's a small crystalline bottle, and it's filled with a strange, transparent liquid. And you notice that the liquid acts as a lens for the orb's light, spreading throughout the cavern. The bottle itself is protected by a crystal box. And Ardell steps forward. Nobody move. We could all die right now. Just please give me a moment to think. There could be traps everywhere. I don't believe that we give up what's important for us. For there to be no traps. He starts to lose quite a bit of blood. He's trying to hold a rag over his left eye. And there's quite a bit of blood. And this has been this way since he started walking up there. No. Don't touch anything. In the state we're in, anything could kill us.
Quick question. Is he bleeding out right now?
He's bleeding, but he's just kind of woozy. He's kind of, acting like as if he's lost quite a bit of blood, which he scooped out his eye. So he's just kind of just a bit dizzy. Noticeably
Could I
so.
do like a medicine check to just help wrap it and make sure it doesn't...
He's got a rag on his eye. It's just still bleeding because it's a
Okay.
fresh wound. So he's just trying to keep it,
Okay. I wasn't sure if he was still losing. Okay. So how big is this area?
It's not very big. It's maybe a 20-foot diameter.
And this thing is in the center?
Correct.
So we're like 5-10 feet away.
Roughly, yeah. Wait, hold on. Let me do my math again. It's more like it's a 15-foot diameter, so you're 15 feet from it. I don't think that's 20, but yeah.
Okay. It's okay. Radius around it.
Ardell walks up to there. I can't believe that there's not something on the box itself. Okay, think, Ardell, think. Let me check the inscriptions.
Are there any ruins or inscriptions around on the walls or anything?
Everyone make a perception check.
7.
Okay. You guys... don't notice any inscriptions or anything out of the nature. The pedestal itself does look ornate, but if there's any kind of writing, so far the only person who's been able to identify it is Ardell.
Ardell, do you see an inscription on there?
Yes, I'm looking. I think maybe there's something written here. Give me just a moment. At that moment, you notice Ardell pull something from his neck and take a drink. He casts spiritual weapon and turns to you. I'm sorry, my friends. And initiates combat. He's just drinking a potion of speed and has a surprise round on you all. For his first round.
Oh my gosh.
Dang it, 2 seconds, like literally 5 seconds ago, I was going to say, I walk up, kill Ardell, and sprinkle his blood over. I should have done it.
As a paladin, I don't think you would have necessarily done that, unless you want to be an, like, you know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
Bring it on, bring it on, bring it on!
I have 1 HP and you have 1 HP, bruh.
So he gets a round of surprise. So he's able to attack one of us. Who's the attack?
But, seeing as how he
has
has
a
a
sword.
potion... He has a potion of speed, but he has spiritual weapon.
Yeah. He can hit too.
Okay, so he can hit 2 people. Who's he gonna hit?
So should we roll? Maybe I should have done an insight.
Because of his potion of speed, he'll now be able to actually attack 2 people.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
So, let's see.
Why must you do this, Ardell?
So, that is a... Well, you guys are almost all out of hit points. He attacks Brutus first. And 19 to hit.
Son of a bitch, 19 is my armor class. Damn it.
Oh gosh.
Drops Brutus with his spiritual weapon. Brutus falls to the ground unconscious.
Yep.
Let's see what Cooper's is. I'm sorry, my friend.
I'm sure you are.
He stabs Cooper, and Cooper isn't able to block it, given his injuries, and takes four plus 2. Stabs him pretty bad. Cooper's at 2 hit points. And let's go ahead and roll initiative. 13. You don't get an initiative check, Brutus. You're unconscious.
I have to roll for death saves. And that happens on my initiative turn.
Oh my gosh.
Wow. Alright, might as well just not even worry about this shit anymore.
Well,
Okay, sorry. You're right. So 10.
got some dust in my eyes.
Brutus. Wheeze has a 3.
I knew this. I don't trust anybody. I knew this.
Your character trusts somebody.
Don't you trust me, Brutus?
13. Apparently not.
I mean, yeah, well, as a half orc, I don't trust anyone who doesn't put their life on the line.
Oh, so you do trust me.
And he basically ran away the whole time. It's alright. It's alright. If I get back up, or if I survive this, we're gonna test that immortality he's got, supposedly.
Um. I was gonna check something else, but I forgot what I was gonna check. Okay. So, top of the round, Ardell attacks. His spiritual weapon attacks Cooper and misses. And it is now Brutus's turn. Go ahead and roll your.
That's one.
That's one.
Yay!
Where is it?
Okay, and it is now Cooper's turn. Cooper comes at him with
So remind me, if I do medicine on someone, does that... Does that, like, help one of his saves? Oh, wow. Sheesh.
let me see.
Swinging them scimitars.
He does 14 points of damage. Even though he's lost blood, his hit points are still pretty stacked, and it's not enough to drop him. Though he does look rather bloodied. Look up medicine in the thing and see what the skill says, Christopher.
Do you just do skill?
I think it's a
What-
skill.
Hold on, what's the...
Oh, I have it right here, actually. A wisdom medicine check allows you to try and stabilize a dying companion or diagnose an illness. So you can try and stabilize him. It's actually your turn, so.
So would that be like essentially like skipping all the saving throws?
Mm-hmm. If you make it. I'm trying to think of what the
Oh, bless you.
Thank you. So, I can't
Well, if anything, I would want to summon my dancing rapier and then do a medicine check on Brutus.
From what I understand, if you medicine check, I'm dying and we are in battle. I think it's supposed to give me. It can use for one death save. If I understand that correctly.
Interesting.
What would you like to do?
So can I do that? Those two things?
Summon your sword
Can you-
and then okay, and
Yeah,
then try
do
and
a
make
check.
him.
Yeah. So I just do a check medicine, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna do the attack dancing rapier first, and then do the. Oh man. Fortunately, I don't think that hits.
Okay.
Ha! There's the medicine check. 26. Is that enough to give Brutus a... Hope you guys haven't fallen asleep.
No, I'm reading.
Ah,
I am caught.
What are you using to administer the medicine check to heal the wound?
well, what is his wound?
Well, it's a stab wound, puncture wound.
I have cloth from my costume that I can use to stabilize. And use that to hold pressure on it.
Okay, that gives him one more success. It doesn't-
Sweet.
So, because something like this, you technically need a. It seems to me like you need like a healer's kit, but it helps. But yeah. So that brings it to the top of the round.
I didn't even know that existed.
Well, a healer's kit, I think, if you use it on me, you can stabilize me where I don't have to make any more saving throws whatsoever.
Right.
You just help with the.
Unfortunately, he sees you trying to heal him, and he he tries.
Yeah, it says for the kit that you wouldn't use a wisdom check or a medicine check. So, I don't think it would be in that case.
Oh, okay. Yeah, still, you know what? I really should just buy the PHB and start kind of reading a lot of this.
I think with me having medicine as a skill, it allows me to just pull from what stuff I do have if I...
Okay. So you get a wad and you tie it around his waist to kind of keep the bleeding, the pressure on the bleed, and it helps give him another success.
I'm gonna say because I have like a disguise kit, I probably have like padding and like swabs for like putting makeup and things on, so I probably can use that.
Not as effective as a medicine kit, but no, that'll work in this situation. So he has one more. Then that means he has one more save.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Live.
He tries to attack you, but because Cooper is right in front of him, he moves his attention to him. And he attacks Cooper. Oh, crap. And that's a... Okay, let's see what kind of damage that does. And he drops Cooper.
Someone got me.
Gosh.
Keep him distracted. I just need one more death save.
Sheesh.
You can do it.
All right. Draco, it's your turn.
All right. I'm a D20. Come on. Yes.
Okay.
All right. So I have 1 HP. Conscious. but I can't do anything until next turn.
Okay.
Sheesh.
Yeah, that. Okay. So then. Cooper is unconscious. Yeah, he fails. Okay. And then Wheeze, it's your turn.
I'm gonna let my dancing rapier attack him again.
Okay. Miss.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, that was good damage too.
That was max damage. Yeah, that's a miss. What else you doing, sir?
Oh, I could have used Bardic. I don't know if I could use Bardic. Oh, I can't. No, I can't. Well, I'm gonna try a medicine check on Cooper with whatever I can find to put pressure on his wound to
Okay.
stop him from bleeding.
Go ahead. See how well you do on your medicine check. 20. So that gives him a success. And that's your turn. So Ardell comes up, and he sees you healing everybody, and takes a swing at you with his magic weapon. 16 to hit.
Yes, but can I use cutting words to cut that?
How many?
The 1d6?
Hold on.
I do have, or it's a 1d8, sorry, with a bardic inspiration.
Yeah, you haven't used it yet. This short rest, since you short rested. So, yeah, I can go ahead. Roll a d8.
Oh,
It's just roll, right?
Correct.
I haven't done this in a while. Oh, sheesh.
crap. I screwed up, but okay.
Okay. You took 2 off of that attack roll, right?
Well, you technically already told me what it was, so I'm technically not supposed to know the results of the roll before you doing that, so you can take it off of the damage. But I don't know if that.
You had 1 hit
I
point.
leave it to you. I leave it to you because I don't
Well,
remember.
I rolled a 5 on damage, so you took 2 points off. Then
Okay.
you still take 3, and you are now unconscientious. So, my dude. So
Because I can't remember if
Cooper-
you told me the number or not, so I'll leave it to you.
No, it's fine. So, Ardell, Cooper, and to some extent Brutus is disabled. And that was his turn, which now
No.
brings it Brutus's turn.
My turn.
So this is as you get up. You saw how quickly he moved, and you see him start to stumble and move, and back to his original speed. He looks at you, and he has his necklace. A father can't live without his little girl. I had to do what I had to do. But it's over now. You can kill me. But while you're chasing after me, your friends, they'll die. The liquid, it will save them. But you have to choose. You can either save them or kill me.
while he's talking, I want to cast. Is he within 10 feet of me?
No. He is. I didn't. They didn't put a map in here, so I didn't think to make one for it. And
Well,
I was
I want to
gonna-
be walking towards him the entire time he's talking to me until I get within 10 feet.
Okay.
And as soon as I'm within 10 feet, I am using my channel divinity and casting Nature's Wrath.
Okay. So. Okay. Let me see how this is playing out in my head.
As soon as I got up, I was walking towards him.
Okay.
What's that called again?
Wrath.
Wrath?
Yeah. Channel divinity, Nature's Wrath.
Hmm. Interesting. Interesting.
Okay. Since it's still technically your turn, um, um, let me see. Do we have any information on this? It's like I don't see it in here.
Actually, I don't even need to be within 10 feet, actually. I think I just need sight. I'm trying to get it up, but
Actually, okay, as an action, you cause spectral
Here's
vines
this.
to spring up and reach for a creature within 10 feet.
so yeah, the vines just have to be within 10 feet of him. I do not.
As an action, you can cause spectral vines to spring up and reach for a creature. So it is within 10 feet. 10 feet of you. Dagnabbit. You can.
A view that you can see.
She must exceed a
Okay,
strength.
so yeah.
Be restrained. Restrain a vines creature. Vanish. Okay. So. Go ahead and roll it.
He rolls it. He can roll either a strength or a dexterity saving throw. His choice.
He is able to squirm out of it.
Okay.
Okay.
Alright. And then I'm gonna try to block the doorway from him moving.
He's not going anywhere. He just told you what that. So.
Oh, so he's not moving anywhere. So okay. Okay.
I mean, to be
that's
fair,
what I can do on my turn, but I'm making sure he can't leave this room.
Like combat's over at this point, then.
Oh, combat's over at this point. I'm killing him.
Okay.
So you're just gonna leave us to die?
I can still save you.
Did you hear what he said?
You guys won't die. You guys still have to make death saving throws.
He said you had to choose between him dying and saving us.
Why do I have to choose them?
I don't know, but that's what he said.
That's what he said. He said I could either chase after him, which would kill you guys, or I could take the potion and try to save you guys. But if I kill him and take the potion, I'm not chasing him anywhere. He's immediately dead, and then I can come over and help you guys out.
Well, let's hope so.
Oh, that's not how it works. Okay, well, actually, because I won't lie, that would honestly be my thought process as Bruto.
No. You play your character just how you think you should play him. I'm not saying
Okay.
anything against it. I'm just telling you that's what he said. So
Trust a word this guy says.
I mean, I haven't really trusted anything he said other than the couple times he pointed something out. But he is trying to save his daughter, so I mean,
There's always another way. He tried to kill me.
true.
As a half orc, I can't let that stand. As a paladin, I can't let that stand. Especially after he betrayed the contract of hiring us. So,
Touche. So basically, I could have avoided this entire quest line if we just killed him, which we couldn't have. I don't think that would be within my character's interest. So, what's going on?
You're going to have to choose. Your friends are dying. They're bleeding. Look. And as you look behind you, their pools of blood are starting to pool out from underneath them.
and he's saying that the potion in his hand.
Potion's not in his hands. It's still in the crystal box. There's that big flashing orb that's around it, though.
Okay, fine. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to intimidate him, or try to intimidate him not to move, and then try to go over and stabilize Wee.
Okay. What are you saying to him?
I'm assuming I tower over him at this point.
He's keeping his distance from you. Like
Okay.
wherever you move, he's making sure because there's a circular room. There is a balcony and stuff like that for him. So like, I mean,
So he
around
can't
you.
escape from here?
Say that again.
So is there a way for him to escape from this room?
Yes.
Alright, here's what I'm gonna do then. I'm going to walk over and try to stabilize Wheeze. But if he makes a move anywhere to one of the escapes, I would like to grab a javelin out of my bag and throw it at him.
Okay. So where he's at, like you guys are up in a tower, like the room, they're on the wall, like the wall only goes up maybe 3 or 4 feet. And the rest is the roof held up by pillars, and the rest is it's open.
Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna go try to stabilize Wheeze real quick. And see what he does. I got plans for him. It's okay. So I'm gonna try to stabilize Wheeze.
Okay. Roll a medicine check.
21.
Oh, wow. Do I have to make a check too at some point? I know with us being out of combat, I wasn't sure what the...
Yeah, go ahead and make one.
Oh, is it just a normal roll?
Yeah, D20.
D20?
Correct.
Oh, wow.
So 1 success, 1 fail.
He's still bleeding pretty bad.
I'm gonna try to
So I
help
got
some more.
one of each.
As you do that, you notice an increasingly large pool of blood coming out from underneath Cooper as well, who is just a few feet away from you. Make a perception check.
$15.
So while you stabilize your friends, you miss Ardell snatching the potion. And when you do notice him, he's on the ledge of the wall and looking at you. From his bag, he throws you a sack of gold, the promised payment, and it hits the ground, as well as a medicine kit. There's enough in there to save your friends. Go! And if you plan on attacking him, you're going to have to roll initiative to see who gets away first, if you want to try and attack him. But at this point, he's also used one of his abilities to heal himself as well.
I'm going to grab the medicine. I'm going to walk over, staring at him, pick up the medicine bag, and say to him, "You may live today, but I will spend the rest of my life hunting you. Have fun." And then go heal my friends.
Ardell makes his way down the wall, scaling. Cooper wakes up. Did you get him?
Not yet.
And he stands up and he looks at Wheeze. Wheeze, make another. Okay, you stabilized him with the med kit.
Yeah, I stabilized them both at this point.
Because technically it can have 6 uses, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
So you could just max this out. So you should have like one more use for it. Actually, no, you should have 2 more uses.
If you can use it 6 times, I use 1 on you, 1 on him, and I have 4 more uses.
Oh, does it fully heal you?
Yeah, it fully stabilizes a person to where I don't have to make medicine checks. It automatically fully stabilizes the person.
Gotcha.
Over the next several hours, it is quiet. No wisps, no shadows, nothing to bother you as you rest and recover yourselves. The light is not focused as it was, and all you see and is there to keep you in company are yourselves and the orb of cold light. You regain your strength enough to take a long rest. And as you make your way down, you see a path leading out to the water. the water leads as part of a cave entrance, a cave system. Through some stout navigation, you guys make your way down a river inside the cave, leading to yet another waterfall, though this one is not as scary as before. Going over... Huh?
No, continue, sorry.
As you guys make your way through the cavern network, you find nothing but open sea. As you guys approach the beach, you find another boat. And inside, there's a bottle. Inside the bottle is a note written in familiar handwriting. It's Ardell's. If you made it this far, I am glad you're alive. Thank you. And that's it. Where he is gone, it's hard saying. He had at least a good 12 hours on you.
Well, this is where I leave you, my friend.
Just where do you think you're going? Cooper asks.
I made a promise to that little one-armed man, and I intend to keep it.
I still don't understand why he thought he needed to kill us.
No
Matter
idea.
much to me.
Why
That's-
don't we find out together?
I mean, if you are, you're not going by yourself.
More than welcome to come along. We'll die.
And that is where we'll end this session of learning 5e D&D.
How much gold was there? Just out of curiosity.
There was 2,400 gold pieces.
2,400 divided by 3 people.
Yes.
700.
Thank you. Can't do math right now. Won't even lie. I was about to put a
800,
calculator.
sorry. 800.
Okay, see?
Like, yeah. There's a lot of gold.
Golly,
Good.
man.
Good gold. Help me track him down and kill him. Basically, what I'm doing is like anything we get into these characters, I'm putting like kind of as their backstory and stuff, and I might use them in other like scenarios for people or things. And this is what they're starting with. This is what they have. This is kind of their backstory. So we'll see if it coincides.
Yeah, this is why I'm not playing in any of your games. I have this really bad feeling. It's like, oh, there's a really pissed off half-orc and he's coming right for... this is what I get.
You don't play Ardell, or what's that one guy's name that ran off? For the rats?
You know, you if you played the module, you should know what his name is.
I can't remember it right now.
Huckleberry Finn.
No, it's I don't know. I'll remember it. But if I ever see him in another campaign, as well, that will be happening. Don't you worry.
Oh,
next
man.
time if we ever ran into him, it'd just be like instantly kill him.
Insta-gibbed, right?
Yeah.
My Dragonborn will be killing him for the death of my friend as he attacked us.
My
Well-
name is such and such. Wait, your name is what? Such and such. Roll initiative.
There's not even initiative. I cleave him in two with one hit. There's just no initiative. He doesn't even know
And
that he
you roll a 1. That doesn't happen. You split your foot in half. Ah, crap.
died. Roll a natural 20 on
Both
that
of his
thing.
arms dislocate.
But with that being said, friends, thank you once again for joining us on this adventure. It's been a lot of fun. Join us, thinking next week. I have a brand new one-shot, and we're going to hopefully tackle some more interesting problems. Again, thank you for joining us. Thank you for being a part of this, and I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful evening. And make sure to stay safe out there. See you guys next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
.com.
.com. All right, now I'm getting the hell off here, and I'm going to take a shower.
With every star.